as relocation camp or imprisonment camp. It's located 8 miles west of Sutherland in Utah. This area was used as basically a relocation camp for Japanese immigrants and anyone of the Japanese heritage after Pearl Harbor was attacked during World War II. It housed about 11,000 people. It's a giant landmass. I mean, there's houses pretty far away, but down here in the center, there's nothing. Randy's back, setting up in the hospital area. I just wanted to get back down to the front here and show you guys the sign. It's kind of chilly. I mean, it's about maybe 35, 40 degrees. I'm just glad the breeze isn't blowing too bad. I can't remember which president it was, but they signed, I believe the order number was 6066, and that was what allowed the U.S. military to basically bust down the doors of these Japanese people and by gunpoint bring them to these different camps. Okay, we're back to the front. So over here was the main entrance where you would come in if you were being brought here. This is the historic site sign. But you'd come in, and this is where the gun tower was, the sentry house. That's what that means. The main gate. You come through these doors, or gates, whatever they were back then, and then you were brought to the administration office, which might sound like it was a nice, cozy little place to come, but this is actually where you were booked in. You were given a number that you were to keep on you at all times, or things could happen to you. What those things are, I don't know. I've only heard one story so far. I mean, a few people died out here from sickness, from the cold, things like that, but one gentleman that was very hard of hearing, he was an elderly man and Japanese. He got out too close away from one of the sentries, and they kept calling for him, come back, come back, come back, but he couldn't understand or hear what they were saying anyways, because he was senile, old, and he was killed by the sentry. The guy in the guard tower shot him. But that's the only documented one I can find. I'm sure there was quite a bit more, but I mean, places like this are kind of, you could call it one of America's black eyes. It's not a place people talk about. It's definitely not a place I learned about in history. There was an apology issued to the Japanese people and the Japanese nation in 1988 by, I believe it was Ronald Reagan. He signed a big old petition and televised it and apologized, and that was in 1988, and this imprisonment camp wasn't closed until about 1946. But we're gonna go get set up the rest of the way. Me and Randy will see you all soon. So we got our stuff set up over by the hospital. There's also a coal chute over here, but yeah, I mean, it's such a huge landmass.
You're out in the middle of nowhere. Imagine what it was like back in 1941 or 2?
Yeah, it was February of 42, I think, was when they spent, I think, right after Pearl Harbor building this until February of 42, and that's when they started shipping everybody over here to the different places. There was 10 locations, but we're set up over here by the hospital. We're going to start putting some of our stuff up, and it's going to start getting dark here pretty soon, and it is chilly. So we'll try doing some stuff we can do in the light still, and go from there.
Oh, it's dark.
I'm just going to walk around with this for a second here. Okay, I'm going to walk around this little hospital area where we're going to be doing our stuff and see if we can get some good readings with this K2 EMF reader. Oh, it's already going crazy. Yeah, it's going to be a good night, Randy. We've already shot up to the red once. It's not staying steady by any means, but there is nothing out here. There are no power lines. There is nothing. So today's October 24th?
Yes.
Okay, what time is it, Randy?
It is
October 24th, 2019.
7:03.
It is 7:03. And I wish this camera was better. It is a beautiful sunset. It is cold as can be. I keep getting stabbed by these bushes. All these thorn bushes out here. So this is pieces of the old foundation down here. It's concrete. Randy's starting a SB11 session over there. Hoping to get some more awesome readings. We've had a lot of luck out here in the desert. We'll go back over here by Randy, because obviously the EMF reader's already picked up a lot of stuff out here. Chairs set up over here. I'm gonna have to start turning on my light almost. Oh, you got yours?
Yeah.
I should have brought mine. I didn't think about it out here.
I don't know if it'll do us any good.
If we can even use it and snap some pictures when it gets darker.
Yeah.
Randy's testing out his laser grid. I forgot mine at home. I'm glad he has one. Maybe we'll be able to catch
Thing
some
is, I don't. There's nothing to backdrop it against.
Yeah,
so
that's the only reason I didn't bring mine, because there's no buildings out here anymore.
I didn't know what this place looked like, so I had no idea. Really not gonna. I don't think it's gonna be.
know if there's a cemetery out here. We were gonna look around for something like that too, but
Yeah, I'm gonna Google that.
we're gonna keep getting some more stuff out here set up. We'll do some SB11 sessions. I got my S box out here tonight and my periscope. I'm gonna call it the right name this time. Try for some EVPs and see what the rest of the evening brings us for the next couple hours. Okay, everybody, so I was recording over here with Randy, and my battery suddenly died and my camera shut off. I got it off my tripod and the battery was still full. The EMS going crazy.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna get mine.
And so now I'm recording again. Just getting my lighting fixed here. Temperature's fluctuating, but it's going up instead of down, so that's a little unusual.
It is going up. What's with that? I don't know.
Man, it is cold tonight, though. Right now it's only 7:41 right now. You're good. Are you okay with us being here? Have we disturbed you in some way? If we have, that's not our intention. We come in peace and love. We're only out here to try and understand some things about this area. We don't know a whole lot about it. Not a whole lot of information can be found about this area because of what happened here. So if we have offended you in any way, we are sorry. That was not at all our intention. There was a mouse back there. I'm sure my camera didn't get it. Yeah, one over here behind this rock. Oh, there's a little mouse hole. And my hands are just, they're cold. It's really cold out here tonight. But the odd thing is that the temperature, it's hard to see on here, but it shows it going to +1. Normally, in paranormal encounters, the power goes down. Some of the comments I received on our last video, they wanted us to kind of explain some of the items and the equipment that we use. So those of you that already do this know that this is an SB11. It uses white noise and radio signals in order to receive answers to questions. It's believed that the spirits can adjust their voices to any frequency in order to communicate and to speak with us. This item here in the middle, this item here in the middle between these two devices is also an EMF reader, just like this one, except it shows 3 different fields of measurements where mine just shows the milligas. And this piece of equipment over here is made by Paranormal. It's called a periscope. It's very similar to the EMF reader, but it picks up, I believe, static discharges in the air and around its area. It can be used for questions also. And then behind there I just have my digital recorder that's been running since we set these things up over here. We just got our little camp over here, a couple chairs. The essentials, Mountain Dew and Garadettos. Starting to see the stars in the sky.
The activity like we got at that other place.
And we might just need to move to a different spot out here.
That's what I was wondering.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah, we should, I think.
Okay, we're going to move our stuff to a different area. Okay, we just got our little camp cleaned up. We're going to go search for another spot to go. Yeah. You'd think so, right? What's that?
There hasn't been a soul come down this road